Please meet Miss Megan over on the carpets. What do I have here? Can anyone tell me what I have here? You're right, this is a map. This is a map of Cedar Point. Have any of you guys ever been to Cedar Point before? Yes, me too. So we use maps like this at Cedar Point to help us get from one place to another. So if you wanted to find one of the roller coasters back here and you were all the way up here, you would follow this map and it would tell you exactly where to go. So we have maps for a lot of things. We have maps for our state and we have maps for our city. And later on we are going to be making our own maps and drawing our own maps. But before we get to that, I have a fun book I would like to read to you. So this is called Me on the Map, written by Joanne Sweeney and illustrated by Kin Lang. All right, let's put our listening ears on, okay? All right, so this is me in my room. This is a map of my room. This is me on the map of my room. Ooh, what kind of things do we see on her map of her room? I see a chair and a bed. I see a dresser and a desk. If you were to draw me a map of your bedroom, what kind of things would I see? Yes, thank you. This is my house. This is a map of my house. This is my room on the map of my house. This is my street. This is a map of my street. This is my house on the map of my street. Wow, and it looks like she has a lot of neighbors. Do you guys have a lot of neighbors, or do you live out in the country with not a lot of neighbors? When we draw our towns, you guys can show me all about that. This is my town. This is a map of my town. This is my street on the map of my town. Wow, what kind of buildings do we see in her map? I think I see a library and some apartment buildings, and I see some houses over here. Oh, it looks like there's a farm over here and a water tower back there. If you were to draw me a map of your town, what would it look like? Let's think about it, okay? This is my state. This is a map of my state. This is my town on the map of my state. Can anyone tell me what state we live in? We live in Ohio. That is correct. And it looks like she lives in Kansas. This is my country, the United States of America. This is a map of my country. This is my state on the map of my country. And what country do we live in? We live in the United States of America. That's correct. Let's see if we can find Ohio on the map. I think it's over here. Right there. I found Ohio. This is my world. It is called Earth. It looks like a giant ball. If you could unroll the world and make it flat, it would look something like this map of the world. This is my country on the map of the world. So we live in North America, right there. So here's how I find my special place on the map. First, I look at the map of the world and find my country, right there. Then I look at the map of my country and find my state. Then I look at the map of my state and I find my town. Then I look at the map of my town and I find my street. And on my street I find my house. And in my house I find my room. And in my room I find me. Just think. In rooms and houses, on streets, in towns and countries all over the world, everybody has their very own special place on the map. You all have your own special place on the map, and that's what we're going to be doing right now. So what kind of maps did we see in our story? You're right, we saw a map of the world, of our country, of our state, and our town, and even her own bedroom. Isn't that exciting? Yeah, so now what we're going to do is we are going to draw our own maps of our own towns. And you have these different pieces right here where you can connect the roads to make your own town. And then we have these buildings right here. So we have different buildings. We have a police station, we have a library, we have a toy store, we have apartment buildings and houses. We have so many different types of buildings that you guys can color and draw and create your own maps, all right? And Miss Megan is going to be going around and helping you guys, okay? All right, so let's start with our friend here. What map would you like to use? Do you want this one and this one and this one? Okay. All right, what kind of buildings are you going to put in your map? Are you going to make a house, I think I have a few houses in here, or you can draw your own house on the map. You want to put your house? Okay, where would you like to put your house? Right there? Okay. What kind of things do you see in your neighborhood? Do you have any other neighbors? You do? Okay, so let's find another house and we can put that right there. What other types of things do we see in our town? Yes, you see police stations. Do you have a library in your town? Yes, so let's draw a library right here. Good. You guys can also use these markers to draw whatever you would like on your maps. Let's see, what other types of buildings do you have in your town? Do you have a park in your town? Yes, you do. So where would you like to put your park? Right there. Good job, my friend. Let's see, what other kinds of buildings? Do you have any fast food places in your town? You do? Okay. Right here, is it in your neighborhood? Yep, let's put it right there in your neighborhood. All right, oh, we also have these cars. So if you wanted to get from your house to the park, do you have to drive? Yep, so we can take this and drive over here. And that's what we use maps for, to help us get from one place to another. So because we had our map of your town, we could go from our house to our park. Good job. Let's see, what other types of buildings do you want to put in your town? What are some types of buildings that you would like to see in your town or your neighborhood? You would like to see an ice cream shop? Well, I have an ice cream shop right here. So you want it by your house? Okay, right there. Or do you have any ponds by your house? You do? Let's use our marker to draw a pond right next to your house. There you go. All right, what kinds of buildings do we have so far? We have a park and an ice cream shop and a police station and your house and some fast food. What are other ones that we could put in our neighborhood? A bank. Your mom goes to the bank a lot? Okay, we can put that right there. I see that your neighborhood is coming along so well. Good job, my friend. Let's see. All right, I am going to help my next friend now, okay? So we're gonna put these right here. All right, my friend. You want these three ones? Okay. All right, so what kind of house do you live in? Do you live in an apartment building or do you live in a regular house? You live in an apartment building, so let's find an apartment building for you. All right, so right here is where we will put it. What are some things we see in your neighborhood? Yes, you see a park too, so we'll put a park right there. So we have your house and we have a park. What are some other things in your neighborhood that you see? There's a library in your neighborhood? Yes, so where would you like to put it? Right here? Awesome. What are some other buildings you would like to put? You want to put a church? Yes, we will put a church right there. So if I wanted to get from the park to the church, how would I do that? Would I drive along this street right here to get to the church? I would. Good job. All right, any other buildings that you would like to put? What is a building that you would like to have in your town, but that maybe you don't? Oh, a railroad station? Yep, let's put that right there. Any other buildings? You wish you had one of these kind of houses? Yes, we could put that right there next to your apartment building. Oh, you want a toy store. Where should we put the toy store? Right next to your house. I thought so. All right. Would you like to draw any trees or anything like that? Yeah? Are there a lot of trees in your neighborhood? There aren't. Oh, that's okay. So let's draw some trees in our neighborhood. There we go. Are there any other buildings you would like to put in your neighborhood? No? All right, so, what about this? Do we have a water tower in our town? We do? All right, so do we want to put it by our park over here? There we go. All right, we still have a lot of empty space right here. What are some other buildings that we should put? More apartment buildings? Okay, we'll put that right there. So if I wanted to get from your apartment building to the church, how would I do that? Would I follow this road right here? Yep, there we go. And we made it to our church along this street right here. All right, we have a few more pieces over here. What would you like? Looks like we have a school, just like what we're going to. And where is the school? Where would you like to put it? Over here on this one? Okay. Are we seeing like any of the same buildings that we saw in her town? Let's take a look. Yeah, I'm seeing apartment buildings just like right there. Hold on, let's see. Yep, and I see a library right there. Yeah, awesome job. All right, are we all done with ours? No, you want to add some more? All right, let's see. We have a bus stop. Do you see bus stops in your town? You do? Okay, so where would you like to put it? Over by our school? We'll put it right there. And then we have a vet clinic. Do you have a vet clinic in your town where you take your pets? Okay, so we will put it right there. All right, can you point out some buildings that we put? Yeah, we have a park, an apartment, a toy store. We have a bus stop and a school. That's a good job. I am going to help my next friend now. So give me one moment. All right, my friend, which ones would you like? You want these two? All right, let's connect them. So what kind of house do we live in? Do we live in an apartment building, or do we live in a one-story house or a two-story house, or do we live in a trailer? You live in a trailer. Okay, so we will put this one right, where would you like to put it? Right here? Good job, my friend. All right, what are some things that we see in our neighborhood? You see a lot of trees? So let's draw some trees right here with our neighborhood. Yeah? All right, are there any other things that we see in our neighborhood? There's a bus stop in your neighborhood. Okay, so we will put that right next to our house. I like the way your map is coming along, my friend. It looks amazing. What else can we put in our town? What would you like to see in your town? You would like a post office? All right, where should the post office go? Right here? Good. All right, what about this? We have a fire station. Is there a fire station in your town? There is? Okay, so let's put it right here. All right, you would like a park in your city? All right, so we'll put that right there. So if I wanted to get from the fire station to the park, how would I do that? So I would follow this road all the way there, just like a map. I see. Good job, my friend. All right. What about this? Do we have a church in our town? We do. Okay, so we'll put that right there. All right, what are some other buildings that we would like to have? We have an airport. Is there an airport in your town or near your town? Yes, so we'll put it over here. Do you think pilots use maps? Yeah, because they have to know how to get from one place to another, and that's a different type of map that they would have to use. But they have to know that as well, so that they can get us there safely. Ooh, and what's this? We have a recyclable plant. Where would that go? Would you want one in your town? I know I would. Yes, so right here. Oh, we have a library. Where would you like our library to go? Right here. And then we also have a fast food place. Where would you like your fast food place to go? Right next to your house. Okay. Let's see. Ooh, we have a coffee store. Do your parents like to go to a coffee store? Yeah. So we'll put that right there. And then we have a clothing store. Where would you like this to go? Right there? Okay, so if I wanted to get from the clothing store to your house, how would I get there with using our car? drive along here. Okay, so if I want to go from our store to the airport, which way would I go? I would go this way and follow this road along the map. Good job. All right, are there any other buildings you would like to put in your town? You would like this toy store too? Okay, so we'll put that right there. Would we like to draw any buildings? You want to draw a pond in your town? Okay, so we will put this right here. You would like to draw a pond? Okay. Any other ponds we would like to draw? Right over here by our airport. Okay. All right, my friend, you did such a good job making your map. I have one more friend to help, okay? All right, my friend, do you want these two? It looks like there's a railroad on your map right there. So should we find our railroad station and put it on our map? Yes, so we'll put it right there. What kind of house do you live in, my friend? Do you live in an apartment building or a trailer? Do you live in a one-story house or a two-story house? A two-story house, okay. So where would you like to put your house? Right here, and you would like to color your house? Okay, what color? You live in a red house, so we're gonna color that red. All right, what are some other types of buildings that you would like to put in your neighborhood? We have an ice cream shop right here. You would like to put this in your neighborhood? What are some types of buildings we see in our neighborhood? Do you live with other houses in your area, or is it just you? Other houses? So let's find some other houses that we could put in our neighborhood. Right there and right there. Do you have a lot of neighbors? You do. Okay. Do you play with them sometimes? Mm-hmm. All right. What are some other houses or other buildings that we would like to see in our neighborhood? Yes. Okay. So you would like to put a fast food place right there. All right. What about a train station? Where should we put our train station? Oh, another train station right there. Let's see. What about a fire station? These are very important buildings. Do you think every town needs to have one? Yes, I think so too. So we're gonna put this right here. All right, and then we have a flower shop. Where should we put our flower shop? Right there. So if I wanted to get from our flower shop to our train station, how would I do that? I would use our car and we would drive along the road just like this until we got to our train station. And that's what we use maps for, to get from one place to another. Good job, my friends. All right, I think we are all done with this. You guys did so good making your maps and using all of our important buildings. And we use maps to get from one place to another. So it is now time for us to head to Centers. We are going to be doing another coloring activity. Does that sound fun? But before we do that, I want you to tell me one type of building that you put in your town today. Yes, you put in a fire station, and you put in a bus station. You put in your house. Yes, good job, my friends. Thank you so much.